Herschel Walker, linking up with him here in a couple of seconds on OTB. Looking forward to our conversation with Herschel Walker, who was just named the co-chairman on Council on Sports, Fitness, and Nutrition. Don't see anybody that fits the bill anybody better than that.
Well earned.
As Walker tells us a little bit about his workout regimen when he stops by. One of the greatest all-around athletes of all time, football, track star, Olympian, MMA fighter, which he didn't start doing until his late 40s. Maybe the best college football running back of all time. Started his pro football career in the USFL with the New Jersey Generals, and as we said, was just named the co-chairman to the President's Council on Sports, Fitness, and Nutrition. We always are grateful for his time and appreciative of his time. Good morning, Herschel. How are you?
Hello there. How you guys doing?
Doing very well.
It's good to be back. It's good to have you back on. Obviously, the quarantine has got everybody at home. I'd imagine that your workout schedule stays the same, or does it intensify with more home time?
Well, it is intensified a little bit. I think I'm now probably in football shape. I'm ready to go play for a team now. I've been working out a lot, so I'm ready to go. But it is intensified a little bit.
Take me through the daily regimen.
Yeah, now I got to know. I mean, yeah.
Well, I used to do about 1,500 push-ups a day, 3,500 sit-ups, about 500 dips, and, riding a bike anywhere from 25 to 50 miles a day, and then going out trying to jog about 3 miles a day. And now I've probably increased that a little bit because now with so much time on my hand, you can only work so much around the house, and then you're working out again. So that's keeping me busy. And one of the things I want to do as well is, put a few little things out on Twitter or on Instagram, just showing kids things they can do at home without a gym. Because, I didn't grow up with a gym, so I want to show them that instead of complaining about what you don't have, let me show you what you do have. So I've been doing that as well. So I'm ready to go.
So what exactly? Congratulations on getting named to the President's Council on Sports, Fitness, and Nutrition. What does that mean? What does it do? What are you going to be doing?
Well, one of the things that we try to do is find different ways to get kids moving. One of the things that I think we've done and I've been doing for years is trying to find ways to get kids off the couch. Today it's a tough world. We got so many great things that kids are doing, on the internet,
yeah.
Great things they're doing, watching TV shows, but I got to find ways to make kids excited about working out again. It's easier to sit at home and watch TV, and it's kind of tough to get on the floor and let's start doing some push-ups. And one of the things I did yesterday, and I was doing it on my Twitter, is walking down the stairs, almost doing push-ups, walking down the stairs like a push-up.
You got a video?
It's just something fun. Just to show them different things that's going to be fun. Because when I grew up in the country, you made things up. You didn't have money to go to a gym, and you didn't have money to buy weights, so you invented your workout. And that's what I've been doing all my life, and I want kids to know that they can do that right now. It is tough to sit at home, and I think with all the energy kids have today, and mom and dad maybe going crazy, but at the same time, these workouts are something that mom and dad can do as well. And it's a time that I hate to say it, I don't think we want to look at the negative of this here. We can look at the positive. This is a time for us to get to know our family.
Yep.
In today's world, people are moving so fast, you forget about to know your family. So now, this is an opportunity that we can get to know our family. This is an opportunity that we can get some things done around the house that dad and mom, we've been putting it off for a long time. Now we can get those things done.
Herschel Walker joining us here, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria. Last time we spoke to you, one of the surprising things that I heard was that you were only eating one meal a day. Has that changed?
Well, no, I've been doing that since I was in high school, so that hasn't changed at all. It's not something that I do. I've been in, I hate to say I've been in the food business for 20-something years, and right now businesses are suffering, and, my business has gone down some, and people still ordering a little bit, but food is not something. I say I'm not a foodie. I'm not a guy that love to eat. I don't eat red meat. I don't eat no fish. A little bit of chicken, a lot of soup and salads. I've been eating, and what's weird is I've been like that since I was in high school. Even when I was playing, and my weight have stayed the same.
Damn.
And so, and I try to tell people I'm not trying to impress anyone or trying to say anything to anyone, but I just let people know, I'm living proof that you don't need to eat as much as we eat. I think we're a society that eat a little bit more than we should. That you can have and I will say this as well. I do eat a little bit of sugar, but at the same time I work out. I pay the price.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell people this. I don't try to get you from not eating that chocolate cake, but what I will tell you, if you're going to eat that chocolate cake, let's add a few more push-ups, sit-ups, dips into your workout. That's what my martial arts teacher told me. He said, Herschel, I'm not going to tell you not to eat this, but if you eat it, you got to pay the price for it. I mean, you got to sacrifice by doing a little bit more. And I think that sort of balanced it out. Like if you're going to drink Coke, I love a Coke. I'm always having a Coke. But you also got to drink a little bit more water.
Yeah.
And that's how you balance things out.
Man, I'm feeling real bad about my quarantine diet right now. I've been eating a lot of stuffed chickens and steaks. Maybe working some more salads. I have been trying to work out though, Herschel. But for me, and I don't know if you could speak to this. Like, yes, a lot of wanting to work out is about the physical health, but for me, it's about the mental health and getting those endorphins and kind of stopping anxiety from like taking me over.
It is. That's a big part of it. And today, everything's going on. You got to think about the mental health side of it. And you got to remember, I ended up having an ankle problem when I got out of football. I went to a hospital when I got out of football. And it had nothing to do with what's going on today, but it's sort of a mental health problem. And I went to a hospital, and today. I've been working with UHS. They have a program called Patriot Support where I'm at a military base almost every 3 weeks. For the last 12 years, I've been doing it. And we're talking about removing that stigma of mental health. And today's what's going on right now with this coronavirus, this is it really working on people mentally.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I'm trying to show people as well, is to do things at home. And at the same time, I'm talking to the kids about reading. I think right now I give them little facts that they may not know, and I say go on and look it up.
Yes.
Like Anne Franks. She was in a small little apartment, less than 700 square feet, for over 700 days. Is that true or false? Well, look it up and just read and tell me about it. Tell me how many days. Harriet Tubman was, she did her first journey. That was over 90 miles. Am I telling the truth about it?
Damn.
Tell me all about the branch of the military, how many branches are, and what do they do, and just giving these little facts that kids could go out and read, and telling them to read the CDC guidelines. So that's something to read. That's what I did. I used to read everything. I had a speech impediment growing up. I was embarrassed of my speech impediment, where I was afraid of everything. But then as I started overcoming my speech impediment, and the way I did that is sitting in front of a mirror reading to myself.
Wow.
Well, today I read everything I get. I'm reading the instructions on any book that I find. I'm reading something of like anything. I love to read, and that's what I try to get kids now doing, is reading.
Yes.
Take the time today to make this important, because we're going to overcome this. We're going to overcome it together, and we got to do our part. I think everyone got to realize we got to do our part. I think we got to give our hands off to our healthcare workers, our first responders. This is a very, very, very tough time for them right now, and we just can't leave it up to anyone to get this done. We got to do it together.
Herschel Walker joining us here, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria. Herschel, what were your thoughts on LSU football this past season?
Oh, I tell you, it was absolutely incredible. I got a chance to be around the team a little bit and got to know Coach O. I absolutely love him. He and his wife, I met him before, but I spent a little time at him at some of the awards banquets. and then I got a chance to be around your great quarterback, Joe
Yeah.
Burrow. And I told everyone, I said, at that time, he's the best quarterback I've seen in college in a long time. The way he managed the team, the way he went about the team, you're not going to find anyone better. It's sad that right now there's going to be a little pause in athletics.
Yeah.
There's going to be a pause in that. But I tell you what, I absolutely love this guy. And that shows all the kids out there right now. And I'm not going to go back to myself, but I think Joe Burrow shows all the kids out there right now that you never stop.
Yep.
This guy was turned down from, I think whoever was coaching at Nebraska ought to be ashamed of themselves. But at the same time,
hey, Herschel,
LSU
it's
ought
Bo
to be
Pelini.
excited.
He's actually the
Yeah.
DC on LSU now.
Right now, and you may in this while, when I heard, and it made it when the coach at Nebraska said, "Oh, we have quarterbacks, we don't need him." It's like, guy, yeah, you got quarterbacks, but you don't have a Joe Burrow. That's a little different.
That's right.
Yeah, that's a little different right there. And he's the best I've seen in a long time. And the way that team rallied behind him, and everybody stepped up to the plate. You see receivers catching balls all types of ways.
Yeah.
The defense playing well, and Coach O had those guys playing football, which could be something that's incredible because they're not going to have that team this coming year, but this could roll over. Meaning, when kids see it, they can go out and they can achieve it as well. They can do the same thing.
A lot of people believe who watched you play that you were the greatest of all time. It is an honor to talk to you and have you on our airwaves again. Stay healthy, and thank you for what you're doing.
Hey, thank you guys. Thank you guys for having me on again.
No,
Yes, sir.
Bro, anytime.
Anytime,
Thank you.
Herschel.
We love you. Herschel,
Anytime.
you're the man.
Thank you.
You're welcome now.